Okay, so these are the notes for section 5.2, congruent polygons. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about using corresponding parts of congruent triangles and the third angles theorem. So your book says all this jazz about congruent triangles or congruent figures. The most important thing you need to remember is that if two figures are congruent, that means their corresponding sides and angles are congruent. When they say corresponding sides and angles, think matching, okay? Matching sides and angles. So down here, so triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. If you look at the marks in the diagram, you can see which angles of ABC matches DEF. And also you can see which sides of ABC match the sides of DEF. Okay, so you have your corresponding angles, angle A and D are corresponding, so they are congruent. Same with angle B and E, C and F. And then you have your sides, A, B to D, F, etc. Now, even if you had no picture at all, so I'm going to scratch out the picture. If you had no picture of these triangles at all, you know what you can do? You can use the congruent statement. That's what this is right here. This is a congruent statement. The order of the letters in the congruent statement lets you know which angles are your corresponding angles. See how letter A and letter D are both in the same position? That means those are corresponding angles. They are congruent. Same with letters B and E. Those are corresponding angles. They are congruent. And lastly, angles C and F are corresponding angles, so they are congruent. You could use the order of the letters to find your congruent segments too. Same thing. Look at how segment A, B, and DF are in the same position. And then you got B, C, and EF, etc. There are people checking in. Okay. I'm multitasking, guys. I'm doing this while people from asynchronous class is checking in. Okay, got you. How? All right, let me continue. Where was I? Yeah, all that jazz. So right here, identifying corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So we know that these triangles are congruent. That's what it says right here. Triangle PQR is congruent to triangle STU. I'm going to identify my corresponding pair of congruent sides and angles. So I'm going to start with sides. Side PQ is matching side ST. And I can tell by the order of the letters. Okay, look at PQ, look at ST in the congruent statement. They're in the same position. Then we have side QR matches side UT. UT. Again, look at the congruent statement. Look at QR and UT. See that? They're the same. Or if you look at the picture, so side QR, see side QR? From Q to R, look at the little slashies, double slashy, single slashy. Same thing with TU, double slashy, single slashy. I also want to mention, when you name a segment, you can turn the letters around. So if I said TU instead of UT, you are still correct. Excuse my writing. If you say TU instead of UT, you are still correct. Lastly, you got side PR matches side SU. You could say SU or US. Either way. Okay, now for the angles. Angle P is congruent to angle S. I can tell by the congruent statement, or I can tell by the marks in the triangle Angle S and P have the same little slashes. Angle R is congruent to angle U. Again, look at the marks in the diagram. R and U have the same marks. And angle Q is congruent to T. Those have the same marks as well. Q, T. Your congruent statement. We already said that PQR is congruent to STU in that order. But if I mix up the letters of the congruent statement, the second triangle has to match the letters from the first. So here we got R, P, Q in that order. R, P, Q. Well, I know it's got to be at U, S, T. See that? R, P, Q, U, S, T. So I'm going to write that. U, S, T. QRP. QRP, T, U, S. Okay? Second one, okay. These triangles are connected. Be careful. So you have side AD is matching side BC. See how they have the same little slashy marks? So AD, BC. CD and AB. And last, look down the middle. Down the middle, we got AC. Both of these triangles share side AC. So we say AC is congruent to AC. You don't have to flip the letters around. Don't see AC congruent to CA. You don't have to say that. AC, AC. Okay? Angle D. I'm going to look at the congruent statement. Angle D got to match B. Pow. Pow. So angle D matches angle B. But be careful. Angle DAC. What? DAC? Yeah. From D to A to C. So it's this angle in that corner whose vertex is A. From D to A to C. Look at the slashy mark. In the other triangle, it matches this angle in this corner. We must name these angles with 3 letters instead of 1 letter. I can't just be like angle A is congruent to angle C. Why? Because there are 2 angles whose vertex is point A. So if you say angle A, yo, which angle A are you talking about? I'm looking at a couple of angles here. So you have to give 3 letters. So triangle on the left, this is angle DAC, or you can say CAD. And it matches this angle over here. So I can call that angle ACB or angle BCA, as long as the letter C is in the middle. So I'll say ACB. ACB. Oh, goodness. Write that over. ACB. Okay, and then last angle DCA. From D to C to A. Vertex is C. That's that angle. So in the other triangle, look at the marks. Now name it with 3 letters. CAB. Letter A has to be in the middle. Again, if I wanted to say the letters backwards, I could. If I wanted to say BAC, that's cool, as long as the A is in the middle. Okay. Congruent statement. CDA, we already said CDA is congruent to ABC. Already said that. Now we're mixing up the letters. BAC. DAC, so BCA, like that. ACD, see that? ACD, CAB. Pow. Using corresponding parts. Find the value of X and Y. Let's start with X. So 2X minus 20 represents angle Y. Okay? So angle Y is 2X minus 20. Well, if I look at my congruent statement, I see that angle Y is matching angle S. And angle S is 30. So if angle Y and angle S are your matching corresponding angles, then 2x minus 20 equals 30 degrees, because that's what angle S is. I'm going to solve that for x. And I'm going to do it in my head. If I add 20 to 30, I get 50. 50 divided by 2 is 25. Now I'm going to solve for y. Solving for y, use this expression, which represents psi st. Okay, so st, which is 3y plus 9. Well, look at our congruent statement. Psi st and yz are your corresponding sides. Yz. And if I look at the little slashy marks, see how it say 15 centimeters for xz right here? But it's a slashy right here. So I know that zy is also 15 centimeters. So I'm going to put, since we know st is equal to zy, st is 3y plus 9 and zy is 15. So we solve this equation for y. And I'm going to do it in my head. If I subtract 9 from 15, I get 6. 3y equals 6, therefore y is 2. I think my math is right. Okay. Last problem. These are quadrilaterals. And they are congruent. I'm going to look at the order of the letters. I'm trying to solve for x. X is here, which is angle A. Angle A and angle E are corresponding angles. Angle E is 108. So I know angle A is corresponding with angle E. Angle A is 60 plus 8x. And angle E is 108. Solve that equation for x. I did it with you guys in class, so I'm not going to solve it here. Okay, you solve it. You should have done it in class. All right, next we have solving for y. 8y minus 3x, that's for angle G. I know that angle G and angle C are corresponding angles, so they are congruent. Angle C is 62. So, what do I say? Angle G is congruent to angle C. Angle G is 8y minus 3x. C is 62. Solve for y, but you've got to know what x is in order to solve for y. So whatever answer you got for x right above, you're going to substitute it in this problem. So you're going to write 8y minus 3 times whatever x is equals 62, and you're going to solve for y. And I did do this in class already. Okay? But if you have questions or need help, come and see me or shoot me a message. Make sure you finish up these notes, and I deleted that part, I guess. But yeah, finish up these notes and then submit it on Google Classroom. All right? Bye.